Hello and welcome to part number 3 of my Let's Play of Firewatch.
I can see the wire you're talking about. It looks like it's in good shape from here.
We'll follow it up to the top of the trail if you can. You can head back as soon as you give me the all clear.
Got it.
Yes, as you can undoubtedly tell, we are on our way to check if the phone lines have been in any way damaged during the storm last night. And so we're just gonna take a leisurely hike this morning. Don't need to consult the map in this case because obviously the lines will lead the way. And just in case we haven't seen a ton of beautiful places in this game yet, here's another one. Something I love about this game is that music is used very sparingly. So right now all we hear is wind and leaves and brush and our footsteps, obviously. Okay, so up on that little ridge we have another stash. Let's see if we can get to it if we just circle around to the right here. That's looking quite good. Great. Okay, here we are. And oh, what's that? Ah, this is also something that was shown in the screenshots.
I found a turtle. Maybe it's a tortoise. It's a thing with a shell.
Well, isn't that something?
It's actually pretty cute.
Well, Henry, if you decide you want it to keep you company, nobody will mind.
And what do I
derpy
call it?
tortoise.
Looks like a,
Oh, this ought to be good.
Oh, go on. We'll go with Mayhem Jr.
Mayhem Jr.
That is peculiar.
It has sentimental value.
One, two, three, four, as usual. And then, as usual, we'll also copy the information to our map. Let's read the note. Dave, heyo, I got your note about needing to talk. And sorry I didn't track you down. Been looking for you all day, figured you'd be out near the canyon helping those grad students, but I guess not. I don't even know how I could really help you anyway. We're co-workers, you know? Amigos, profesionales. If you need someone to throw a case back and go time traveling, Ron's your guy. But I'm not great with the life stuff. You get it? Later, Ron. Nothing much else of interest? Oh, there's a board, okay. Aha. Is this supposed to mean anything? Okay, murder story. 6 feet down under. Also a little reference to Australia, I'm guessing. But okay, for the time being, I'll just leave that there, on the floor. And let's carry on to get to the top of the cliff there. You can already tell that the line has been damaged. So can we get through here? Okay, so definitely... Oh! Invisible wall, okay. So we found a place where we shouldn't go.
Yeah, okay, the wire's down here.
Really? Awesome. Good find.
It's like, I don't know, a mile and a half east of me. You just follow the trail up the hill, you can't miss it. I'll go see what the damage is.
So I'll try to get a good look. Looks like quite a steep jump from up there, but as long as the game allows it, I'm fine with that.
Guess what?
What is it?
There's a bunch of empty cans up here.
Same as before?
Yep.
These fucking kids.
Why do you think they'd be up here?
Hell if I know, but they better have stayed away from our communication stuff.
So the plot is densing, I suppose, thickening.
So we really can't reach anyone any other way than these wires?
What else do you suggest? Smoke signals?
Just seems dangerous.
Well, if they don't hear from me for a few days, they'll send someone out, but I'd rather it not come to that.
Okay, and here we are. Even more beer cans, that's a bad sign.
Hey, so the wire is definitely down out here. I just found it. Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't look like the wind. It looks like it was cut deliberately.
I knew it the moment you said you found their trash. These idiots are gonna pay. Do they realize this is how people die? I mean, what if something happened to one of my lookouts while this was going on? And God forbid there's an actual fire burning out of control.
What do you want to do?
I want you to go find them.
Is that their
then what?
underwear?
I haven't thought that far ahead.
Go to hell,
That's not
okay.
true. Everything that comes to mind is
That's...
illegal.
Let's hear it.
Oh yeah?
Hey, I came out here for a breath of fresh air and some adventure. What do you got?
I think I want you to just find them and scare the hell out of them.
Yeah, I'd make a spooky ghost costume, but they stole my sheets.
I don't know. Wait for them to wander off and wreck their camp. Something that would make a teenage girl run home to mommy and daddy.
I'll find them.
Thanks.
But I am gonna need a raise.
Don't hold your breath. I'd start by hiking back towards your tower and just keep an eye out for anything that would lead you to them.
Well, they're big into Red Eagle.
Great. See if you can find the path they took down from there. Maybe they looped back around towards the lake or something. I doubt they're where they were yesterday, but they obviously can't have gone far.
already ahead of you, Delia, so that's exactly what we're doing. We're sloping our way down to the base of the mountain, and okay, so no beer cans left here. I mean, for this entire playthrough, what I'm going to do is just let the game lead me, I guess. I don't want to do too many, any exploration trying to find the limitations of this game. All I want to do is basically enjoy the story. So we'll just do as the game tells us. and go right back to our lookout. Okay, what is this?
There's an abandoned pack out here.
And it's not one of the teens?
No, it looks like it was lost a long time ago.
Well, you could always pilfer it for supplies.
Well, I am flush with ropes now. That pack was full of them, in decent condition too.
That's lucky.
I mean, there's enough rope here that I could just leave them hooked up, I think. Oh, get this. This pack came with one of those cardboard single-use cameras.
With pictures left?
Yeah, he only used 3 or 4.
Neato.
Thank you, Brian Goodwin.
Wait, who?
Neato.
The bag had the name Brian Goodwin sewn into the top.
Huh. Wow.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I just haven't heard that name in a few years.
What, was he a fella you had a thing with?
Yeah, it was so hot and heavy. Of course, Brian Goodwin was 12 years old, so, our love could never really be understood. I'm kidding. Not about him being an actual 12-year-old. That part's true. He was stationed in Two Forks, your lookout, with his dad Ned 3 summers ago. Great kid.
You can bring children out here?
No. I'm not a stickler for rules. They took off halfway through the summer.
Is Ned that guy from the note I told you about? About the guy leaving his post?
Oh, could be, yeah, but I think at one point they just realized this job wasn't for them. For Brian, at least.
Huh.
Anyway, so it goes. Have, fun with that camera. Try not to snap anything that would scar a Photodome employee.
I don't know, I got a lot of hiking to do. Might get bored.
Well, I'm bored as rocks, so I'll keep you company while you find those girls, huh?
Someone found a fossil and put it in a cash box.
Oh, really?
Bit Jurassic Park here, but apparently not that interesting. So, let's see what the note has to say. Dave, guess who's going out with Debbie next week? No, not that shitheel Steve, it's your man Ron. I went up to check out the new guy at Two Forks and heard him talking to himself. More than usual for LOs, so I figured I'd stay away. Remember when you saw Chimney Rock having himself at that hammock? I'm starting to think the Forest Service only picks the deranged and perverted. Except for us, of course. We're the creme de la creme. Let's toast the DEB at the spot. Ron. And we'll carry on to Two Forks.
What does she have?
She's got Alzheimer's. Like, dementia.
Whoa. How old was she?
Is she? She's alive. She's with her family in Melbourne, Australia. She's 43.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What was it like when you guys found out?
We were scared shitless. We went straight to the doctor after her first spell or whatever. They diagnosed her and we were both just very scared. Can't really tell when Julia is scared. She just gets quiet. She was very quiet. From this burned section of forest, I have no idea where to go. Their trail is pretty cold at this point.
You haven't seen a beer can in miles.
No one would camp out in the fireweed. Well, I want you to stay out there as a favor to little old me.
My pleasure.
Okay, we know these young women are sloppy. They must have left some sort of trail.
Not as far as I can see. But we'll keep our eyes peeled.
Did your wife's illness have anything to do with you taking this job, or did you just fall prey to the service's big recruiting push? When it comes to, how the hell you ended up out here?
Huh.
Sorry, I don't really know what you mean by recruiting effort.
Oh, after last summer. You know, budgets went through the roof, a lookout in every lookout for the first time in 20 years.
Last summer?
Oh, come on, you're from Denver, not Delaware. This was national news for Pete's sake.
Boulder. I'm from Boulder.
Same diff.
So are you going to let me know what happened that caused this budget increase or what?
Wow. I can't believe you don't know.
I was a little preoccupied last summer.
Jeez. I mean, the federal government almost let Yellowstone National Park burn to the ground? Ring a bell?
Yellowstone is like, what, 15 miles away? Why would they do that?
Well, the short story is that for 60 years, we got very good at not letting forest fires happen. And then about 15 years ago, they decided that forest fires in wilderness areas like Yellowstone should be left to burn. So that's what they did. I can't believe you didn't hear about this. There were reports that the entire park was gone. Dan Rather telling the country that President Reagan didn't care on the nightly news. I mean, what the hell's he gonna do?
Looky,
Smoke
looky.
jump in and snuff one out for the Gipper?
Now that we're on the subject.
So what should they have done?
I don't even know. By the time the Yellowstone folks realized the little fires weren't gonna burn themselves out, 100,000 acres were gone. It's Yellowstone, you know? People don't want to touch it, but we touch it every single day. But hey, I got a 30 cents an hour raise because we can't have another fiasco. Like the goddamn park can burn down again.
I see a really thin plume of smoke.
Yeah, I see it too. A thin plume like this is either a new fire or a campfire.
Campfire. You think it's them?
I reckon so.
It looks like it's to the southwest of me.
That's right. If you hike towards 5 Mile Creek, that should put you in the neighborhood. Keep an eye on that smoke plume. Let me know if it's getting any larger.
Will do. Wow. I'm on top of a natural bridge out here.
Really? Is it a complete arch?
No, I guess the bridge is out here. Still, I think I could jump this gap to get across the canyon.
Well, you're a regular Evel Knievel.
Oh yeah, you should see the jumpsuit I'm wearing.
I cannot get over the habit of pressing shift to run, so that's why the walkie-talkie pops up ever so often. So then we'll head up here. I'm still having some difficulty with orientation around here. And the way this game is designed, it just leads you on. So even without being, you know, totally familiar with all these areas, it does seem that you can, you know, navigate this place quite comfortably without getting, well, lost. I don't think you can get really lost here, but without taking a wrong turn, he says as he takes a little bit of a wrong turn there. I'm sure that there's a way through here somewhere, is there not? There we go. And we'll pick up the pace a little bit here.
So, how'd you meet?
Met in a bar.
The birthplace of modern romance.
I walked over and asked her what her major was because I thought she was a student, not a prof.
Smooth.
That's me. I did make the first move, though.
Aw, you were brave.
I was drunk.
Some might say that being drunk is the mental
We meet again,
capacity for
Widowmaker.
modern
You
romance.
haven't beat me yet.
You ready to give it another shot?
Do I seriously have to?
To get down to 5 Mile Creek? Yeah, afraid so. It's quite a ways downhill from here.
So luckily Widowmaker didn't try to kill us once again. And then if I am not mistaken, this should then be the way down. This is actually nothing new to video games as a theme, as a mechanic, that certain areas are not accessible until you get a certain item that grants you access. In this case, obviously, it's the ropes that allow us to rappel down. In this game, it seems to be quite nicely done. It's, you know, it's not that you feel that you cannot go there or go there just because you don't have the item yet. As the story progresses, you just naturally move into the previously inaccessible areas. And here's another supply crate.
How many hikers go missing in the Shoshone?
More than none, unfortunately, with most of them being in this area. The thoroughfare because it's so remote. Why?
I found an old flyer for a missing hiker. It just got me thinking, that's all. Like how you said one day you were talking to the Goodwins and then the next you weren't.
Ned Goodwin didn't get mauled by a bear or stuck in a ravine. He was just a PTSD'd a-hole who dragged his son out to do a job and realized it was a bad idea.
You really didn't like that guy, did you?
I don't know. I just had a hard time talking to him. I mean, there are lookouts who seriously won't shut up, who call me about every little thing that pops into their head. And then there are those who just want to be left alone.
Let's take a guess which one
He was
we are.
the latter.
And I'm the former, aren't I?
Well, I didn't want to say anything.
No, it's fine. I'll just chuck my walkie-talkie into the river,
Oh, come on.
and you'll never hear from me again.
Finally, peace and quiet. Woohoo!
Will I ever get tired of looking at this game? Look at that.
So,
Isn't your radio supposed to be in the river?
I couldn't bring myself to do it.
Well, I guess I'm stuck with you then.
Yeah. You said Ned didn't get mauled by a grizzly, but it's possible, right?
Yeah, I guess it's possible, but we usually find evidence of stuff like that. For instance, if you were to be hunted down and torn to shreds, I'm sure someone would come across a bloody beard and shredded pair of ugly cargo shorts.
I like these shorts.
I'm sure you do, Henry.
Boy, for as dry as it is this summer, there's an area down here that's lush.
Oh, you must be talking about the Aspen Grove down there.
Yeah, I think that's where I am.
Those trees are actually one root organism. Did you know that?
I did not.
I didn't.
Yeah, they share their water as a colony that can live for hundreds of years, even through fire. Can you believe you're actually getting paid to learn all of these amazing things? Also, Also, by what it looks like on this map, you'll be coming up on a stream that should lead you towards where we saw that smoke.
Way ahead of you. Okay, what is
There's
that?
a really nice waterfall down here. Given those girls love a skinny dipping, I bet they're nearby.
So that looks like part of the
There's some
jacket?
cloth out here. It looks like it was torn from something.
Strange.
I'll keep looking around.
And of course the
Found one of their empties.
beer
Guess
cans.
we're on the right track.
Roger that.
So there doesn't seem to be anything around here. And this would just be going back. Oh, there's another beer can there. So is it maybe up here? Let's have a look around. Okay, that also leads back into the grove. I guess that then only leaves this way. There's one final sweep here. Right, I will end the episode here, just before we find the campsite. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.